Hey, good morning class. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine in your home and doing your job in proper manner. Myself Anil Adhikari, PhD Mathematics from DPS Lamachor, and again I am coming back to define what is definite integral. Okay, in my previous video I have discussed about indefinite integral. Okay, its all parts, and now I am going to discuss what is definite integral and what is the basic difference between definite and indefinite integral. In my previous video lecture, not video lecture, my Google Meet doubt class, I have little bit explained about definite integral and the difference between definite and indefinite integral, and I have also solved exercise 7.9. Now today I am going to discuss some questions from exercise 7.10 which are on the basis of integration of definite integral by substitution method. As earlier you have been familiar with substitution method, because by substitution method we have solved lot of question in differentiation as well as lot of question in integration of indefinite integral. So let me explain you a little bit about definite and indefinite integral. So this is definite, this is indefinite. Let me take one example beta. Suppose this is integration x dx between limit 2 to 3, and here an example is integration x dx. So here what we get integration x square by 2 plus c, where c is integration constant, and here we did not get the integration constant. Why? Because we are going to integrate the algebraic function x within the limit 2 to 3. So what we get here, we get x square by 2 within the limit 2 to 3. Now on applying limit, how to apply the limit? This is the lower limit beta, this is lower limit, and this is called upper limit. So how to use the limit? So taking 1 by 2 common, because this is an constant term. Now apply the limit with x square between 2 to 3. So how do we use the limit? First we will put the upper limit, so 3 square minus lower limit 2 square. So what we get, 1 upon 2 times 3 square, that is 9, minus 2 square, that is 4. So 9 minus 4, that is 5 by 2. So this is a fixed value. What we get here? We get here a definite value. Definite, you can also say a fixed value. That's why this is called a definite integral, because after integrating any function within the certain limit, within the given limit, we get a definite value, a certain sure value. That's why it is called a definite integral. While as when you integrate any indefinite integral, any function in indefinite form means without any limit, then we get an integration constant c, where c is an arbitrary constant. You can take any value of the c. Suppose if we take c here 0, then we get x square by 2, the value of this integral. If we put c is equal to 1, then we get x square by 2 plus 1. Okay, if we take the value of c minus 1 by 2, then we get the value of integral x square by 2 minus 1 by 2. So for the different values of c, we get the different values of the indefinite integral. That's why this integral is called indefinite integral. What is the meaning of indefinite integral? अनिश्चित समाकलन, मतलब जिसमें आपको वैल्यू कैसी हो, अनडेफिनेट हो, कोई श्योर वैल्यू ना हो, ठीक है, और यहाँ पे आपको श्योर एंड सर्टेन वैल्यू मिलती है. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड अ डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल. सो व्हाट इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन डेफिनेट एंड इंडेफिनेट इंटीग्रल? एन इंडेफिनेट इंटीग्रल गिव्स अस एन indefinite value, whereas in a definite integral we get a definite and fixed value. Okay, so this is the basic difference between definite and indefinite integral. As earlier I have discussed about exercise 7.9. so now I am going to solve some questions based on substitution rule, okay, from exercise 7.10. so the very first question of this exercise is integration 0 to 1 x upon x square plus 1 dx. So beta, this is the very first question and we have to apply here the substitution rule. So first we will substitute the value of x square plus 1 is equal to t. Why we take x square plus 1 is equal to t? Because in numerator we need to find the value of x dx, and I know that if I am taking x square plus 1 as a t, then after differentiating it, I must get x dx. Okay, so the value of x dx we can substitute from here in the numerator. So x square plus 1 is equal to t. Now differentiating with respect to t, what we get? We get 2x. This is the derivative of x square, and the derivative of x with respect to t is dx upon dt, and the derivative of constant term, that is 0, and this is 1. So 2x dx upon dt equal to 1. Now we need to find the value of x dx. So what is the value of x dx, beta? The value of x dx is dt upon 2. Now substitute the value of x dx and x square plus 1 here. What we get? We get the value of x dx is dt upon 2. So taking 1 upon 2 common out of the bracket, and dt upon this amount became t. Now beta, you have two choices. Either you can take same limit here, but apply the limit after changing the variable in the form of x, because this limit 0 to 1 is for the variable x. It means that we have to integrate this function which is given in the form of variable x within the limit 0 to 1. Now if we are going to transform this variable x from this variable x into variable t, then its limit also changed. So how can we write the change limit? How can you find the limit with respect to t? Because there is the limit, this limit 0 to 1 is for the variable x. Now our variable is transformed into t, so the limit is also changed. Okay, so we can find the value of limit from this. जहाँ हम लेट कर रहे हैं वहीं से हम वैल्यू फाइंड करेंगे लिमिट की. हाउ? दिस इज द लिमिट फॉर द x, फॉर द वेरिएबल x. So when x is equal to 0, then what is the value of t? Put x is equal to 0 here. So 0 plus 1, 0 का square, 0 plus 1 is t, then the value of t is 1. So the lower limit become 1. Now when the value of limit x is 1, x की limiting value जब क्या है? 1 है, then the value of t, substitute here 1, so that is 1 square plus 1, so the value of t is 2. So your limit is also changed because your variable is changed from x to t, so your limit is also changed. Okay, so now your limit will be from 1 to 2. 1 is lower limit and 2 is upper limit. Now better integrate it. So integration of 1 upon t is log t, and limit is 1 to 2. Okay, no need to write the integration constant c here, because this is a definite integral. So 1 upon 2 time, now substitute the value of t here. Now apply the limit. So first upper limit, that is log 2. Okay, log 2 minus lower limit, that is log 1. Now we know that the value of log 1 is 0, so we get the final answer 1 upon 2 log 2. Why? Because log 1 equal to 0. Okay, so this is the method. Okay, pause the video and take the screenshot. Now the second question is integration 0 to pi by 2 root sine phi and cos to the power 5 phi d phi. Okay, we need to find the definite integral value of this function. So here student, first we have to break cos to the power 5 phi in term of sine, because there is no other choice left. Because if we take sine phi is equal to t, then we get only cos phi d phi is equal to dt. But here we need to find cos to the power 5 phi. There is no cos phi, there is cos to the power 5 phi. Okay, so first we will break this power 0 to pi by 2 root sine phi, and we can write it like cos square phi whole square and cos phi d phi. Okay, you can clearly see here this power become 2 to the 4, cos to the power 4 phi and cos to the power 1 phi, then the power is substituted like that. Okay, now if we take cos sine phi is equal to t, then we must get cos phi d phi is equal to dt. Okay, but still we have to break cos square phi in term of sine, so we get 0 to pi by 2 root sine phi. Now we have to break it. In 10th standard you have learned an identity between sine and cos, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. From this we get the value of cos square theta in term of sine is 1 minus sine square theta. So substituting this value here, we get 1 minus sine square. Here the angle is phi, so we take it phi whole of square into cos phi d phi. Now you can easily take sine phi as t. Okay, let sine phi is equal to t. Now on differentiating it, we get cos phi d phi upon dt equal to 1, that is cos phi d phi equal to dt. Now substitute the value here, we get the value of sine phi is t, so this becomes root of t, and here 1 minus the value of sine phi t, so this becomes t square and whole square, and cos phi d phi is dt. Now beta choice is yours again. If you want to change the limit in terms of t, then you can change it, and if you don't want to change the limit, then you can take the limit, but after integrating this function which is given in terms of t, first you have to put the original value of t, that is in term of sine phi, then you have to operate the limit. Okay, so here I am going to take the same limit. Now break it 0 to pi by 2 root t, break this, so a minus b whole square, a square that is 1, b square it means t square whole square, this became t to the power 4, minus 2 times a into b, this became 2 times t square dt. So 0 to pi by 2, now multiply with root t within the bracket, so first term is root t, second t to the power 4 and t to the power 1 by 2, after adding what will you get, 4 plus 1 by 2, that is 4 to the 8 plus 1, 9 by 2. So this power became 4 to the power 9 by 2 and minus 2 times t square and root t, t square into root t means t power 1 by 2, since base is equal, so by the formula of exponent power must be added, so 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5 by 2 dt. Now operate the sign of integration in each term, so what we get 0 to pi by 2 root t dt plus 0 to pi by 2 t power 9 by 2 dt, minus 2 is scalar term, so take it out of the sign of integration, 0 to pi by 2 t power 5 by 2 dt. Okay, now better integrate it and find the value. So I am doing it here, the very first term t power 1 by 2, so after integration I will get t power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 and whole power 0 to pi by 2. Next term is t power 9 by 2, so it will become t power 9 by 2 plus 1, 9 by 2 plus 1, that is 2 1 is 2 plus 9, t power 11 by 2 upon 11 by 2, integration limit is 0 to pi by 2. Next minus 2 t power 5 by 2, so minus 2 t power 5 by 2 plus 1, t power 5 by 2 plus 1, that is 2 1 is 2 plus 5, 7 by 2 upon 7 by 2, and limit is 0 to pi by 2. Now this will become 2 upon 3 times t power 3 by 2, limit is 0 to pi by 2, and here this will become 2 upon 11 times t power 11 by 2, and limit is 0 to pi by 2, and minus this become 2 upon 7 times t power 7 by 2, and limit is 0 to pi by 2. Now beta you cannot apply the limit here because this limit is for the variable phi, and we have changed the variable phi in terms of variable t. So first we have to put the value of t here, then we have to apply the limit. So the value of t is, what is the value of t? The value of t is sine phi ना, sin phi is equal to t लिया था हमने, that's why cos phi d phi is equal to हमें कितना मिला था dt. ठीक है, so value of t is sin phi, so put here, so 2 upon t, 3 is constant term, take it out of the bracket, and the value of t is sin phi, so put here, so this will become sin phi power 3 by 2, and limit is 0 to pi by 2, plus 2 upon 11 time, this will become sin phi power 11 by 2, sin phi power 11 by 2, and limit is 0 to pi by 2, and this will become minus 2 upon 7 sin phi power 7 by 2, and limit is 0 to pi by 2. Now apply the limit beta, so 2 upon 3 time, apply here the upper limit, so upper limit is pi by 2, so sin pi by 2, sin pi by 2 whole power 3 by 2, okay, upper limit, minus lower limit sin 0 साइन 0, ओके, एंड होल पावर दैट इज 3/2, है ना, सॉरी, होल पावर मीन्स इसकी पावर, हाँ, होल पावर इज इसकी पावर. सो दिस इज फिनिश्ड. नाउ 2/11 टाइम, again put here upper limit, that is sin pi/2 whole power 11/2 minus lower limit which is 0, so sin 0 whole power 11/2, this is completed, minus 2/7 time sin pi/2 whole power 7/2 minus lower limit which is 0, so sin 0 whole power 7/2. Now we know that sin 0 gives us the value 0 and sin pi/2 equal to 1. So the value of sin pi/2 is 1. So this will become 1 to the power 3/2, again 1. This is 0, and here plus 2/11 time, again sin pi/2 is 1 and 1 power 11/2, again 1, minus sin 0 is 0, minus 2/7 time, again sin pi/2 is 1, so 1 power 7/2, again 1, and this will become 0. So our final answer will be 2/3 plus 2/11 minus 2/7. So after taking the LCM of 2, 3, 11 and 7, what we get? Take 3 into 11 into 7 as LCM. So what will we multiply here? That is 11 7 is 77. So 2 into 77 plus here 3 7 is 21. So 2 into 21 minus 11 3 is 33, so 2 into 33, okay. Take 2 common, taking 2 common, what we get here? 77 plus 21, 77 plus 21 minus 33 whole upon 2 into 11 into 3 into 11 into 7, okay. So 77 plus 21, that is 70 80 90, 97 plus 1 98, है ना, 98 minus 33, so 8 minus 3 is 5, and 9 minus 3 is 6, so 65 into 2 upon 3 into, this is 11 into 7. This is our final answer बेटा, मल्टीप्लाई कर लेना इसको, ओके. पॉज द वीडियो एंड टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट. So beta, here we are applying the substitution rule, okay, nothing new, and after integrating we just putting the limit, okay. And again I am telling you how, if you have given any function like limit a to b fx dx, okay, this is a definite integral. So how we can use the limit, how we apply the limit? So let the integration of this function is fx, okay, and this is the limit, suppose a to b. So how we use the limit? First we will apply the upper limit. So replace the x with upper limit, then minus lower limit. This is the method of applying the limit. How we use it? First we will put the upper limit in place of x, then we will put the lower limit in place of x and subtract both of them. So upper limit minus lower limit. This is the method of applying limit, okay. Next question beta, question number 3rd, 0 to 1 sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square dx. This is our question number 3rd. So take it as an indefinite integral, okay. Just find the value of integral just like indefinite integral, and after integrating it just apply the limit. This is the simple method. So beta, first there is sin inverse out of the bracket, and within the bracket we have 2x upon 1 plus x square. So for finding the integral value of this function, first we have to simplify this function, okay. And earlier I have told you that if we have any inverse trigonometric function out of the bracket, then we must make within the bracket given function in terms of the given function out of the bracket. It means that if you have given sin inverse with outside the bracket, then we have to make this function in term of sin, because sin inverse and sin will get cancel out, and then the left amount we have to integrate it. So हमें करना क्या पड़ेगा, बाहर से sin inverse है तो अंदर हमें sin का फार्मूला कोई ना कोई बनता हुआ दिख रहा है, और कैसे बनेगा? We know that sin 2 theta equal to 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So if we take x equal to tan theta here, if you take x is equal to tan theta here, then what we get? Then what we get? We get it 2 times tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Is it or not? If we replace the value of x by tan theta, then we get this. And we know that this is the formula for sin 2 theta. This is the formula for sin 2 theta. Okay. Now there is another formula. We know that sin inverse sin theta will be theta if and only if theta belongs in the range of this inverse function, which is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is the formula. Okay, you have to learn it. बेटा साइन इनवर्स साइन थीटा इक्वल टू थीटा होगा कब? जब ये आपका एंगल थीटा क्या हो, इसकी साइन इनवर्स की रेंज में लाई करे, मतलब उसके रेंज के अंदर आ रहा हो. तो हम लेके चलेंगे कि साइन इनवर्स साइन 2 थीटा किसके बराबर होगा? 2 थीटा के बराबर. ठीक है, बिकॉज लिखेंगे यहाँ पे साइन इनवर्स साइन 2 थीटा इक्वल टू 2 थीटा फॉर ऑल वैल्यू ऑफ 2 थीटा बिलोंग्स टू विद इन द रेंज विच इज minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So now substitute the value of theta here. So if x is equal to tan theta, it means that theta is equal to what? Theta is equal to tan inverse x. Taking tan inverse x in the left, we get theta is equal to tan inverse x. Now substitute the value of theta here, we get integration 0 to 1 2 times tan inverse x dx. Now take 2 out of the sign of integration because it is a scalar term. So integration 0 to 1 tan inverse x dx. Now we know that integration of tan inverse x. What is the integration of tan inverse x? There is nothing, because we know that the differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, इंटीग्रेशन नहीं होता है tan inverse x का, डिफरेंशिएशन होता है. इंटीग्रेशन 1 upon 1 plus x square का होता है tan inverse x. So for finding this value, we have to take another function which is taken as 1, and then we have to apply the integration by part method. So for this we have to rub this. So बेटा हमारे पास क्या आ गया है? इंटीग्रेशन 0 to 1 tan inverse x dx. I am taking it to I. Okay, so I am taking tan inverse x as I. Now I is equal to 0 to 1 tan inverse x. Take another function 1. अगर आपके पास कोई एक ही फंक्शन हो, if you have only one function and you have to integrate it, then you must take one as another function. Now apply the Euler rule. So by Euler rule, inverse is first and 1 is algebraic function, so it will be second. Okay, so take tan inverse x as 1 first and 1 as second function and apply the formula. So first function integration of second, apply the limit minus whole integration differentiation of first which is tan inverse x. So differentiation क्या होगा इसका? 1 upon 1 plus x square. Integration of second which is x dx. So here we get x tan inverse x limit 0 to 1 minus here we get x dx upon 1 plus x square and the limit is 0 to 1. Now better apply the substitution rule here. Take 1 plus x square as t. Let 1 plus x square is equal to t, so that 2x dx is equal to dt and x dx is equal to dt upon 2. So what we get? Apply the limit here. So upper limit that is 1 into tan inverse 1 minus lower limit, ये तो पूरा जीरो ही हो जाएगा मल्टीप्लाई करके, माइनस हियर. अब लिमिट को देखिए बेटा, ठीक है, लिमिट क्या हो जाएगा? व्हेन x इज इक्वल टू 0. देखिए यहाँ पे लिमिट चेंज कर रहा हूँ मैं, बिकॉज आवर वेरिएबल इज ट्रांसफॉर्म इन टर्म ऑफ t. पहले तो इसकी वैल्यू रख लीजिए, x dx कितना है? dt अपॉन 2. सो टेक 1/2 आउट, दिस बिकम dt. Okay, the value of x dx is dt upon 2. So 1/2 out of the sign of integration and dt is within, and 1 plus x square is t. तो बेटा since the variable is transformed in terms of t, then limit is also transformed. लिमिट भी तो चेंज होगी ना, क्योंकि ये जो लिमिट है 0 to 1 ये वेरिएबल x के लिए थी, t के लिए कुछ और होगी. तो कैसे फाइंड करेंगे? लोअर लिमिट 0 है, यहाँ पुट करेंगे x is 0. So when x is equal to 0 पुट करेंगे तो t की वैल्यू कितनी आएगी? 1 plus 0 that is 1. When x is equal to 1, 1 का स्क्वायर 1, 1 plus 1 कितना? t की वैल्यू 2. ना अप्लाई द फार्मूला, और यहाँ मुझे क्या मिला? ये तो 0 हो गया है ना, तो 1 इंटू tan inverse 1 that is 1 into what is the value of tan inverse 1? That is pi by 4. Okay, minus 1 upon 2 time log t and limit is 1 to 2. So pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 time upper limit, that is 2. So substitute the value of t by 2, upper limit minus lower limit log 1. Since the value of log 1 is 0, so my answer should be pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 log 2. This is the value of integral I. Now substitute the value of integral I here. So what we get, beta? We get 2 times pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 log 2. Okay, now multiply with 2. So our final answer is pi upon 2 minus log 2. This is our final answer. Pause the video and take the screenshot. Our next question, beta. नेक्स्ट बेटा देखेंगे क्वेश्चन. आवर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, विच इज इंटीग्रेशन 0 to 2 x root x plus 2. Okay, and we need to find the value of this integral. So in this question we have given an hint, so I am going to apply this hint. Take x plus 2 is t square. Take x plus 2 as t square. Why we take x plus 2 as a t square, not a t? Because it is for our convenience. Because if we are putting the value of x plus 2 t square here, so after after coming from square root, it will become t, and it will be easy for us to integrate any function without root. Okay, so that's why we have taken x plus 2 like t square. Now differentiate it, we get dx is equal to 2t dt. Now substitute the value here. So limit, what will be the limit? If x is 0 है ना, x की जगह पे हम क्या रखें यहाँ 0, so the value of t square is 2. If x is equal to 0, then the value of t square is 0 plus 2, that is 2, then the value of t is root 2. And if x is 2, then put 2 here, we get 2 plus 2 is equal to t square, that is t square is equal to 4 and t is equal to root of 4. So you can take plus minus 2. So here since the lower limit is 0, तो upper limit क्या लेंगे बेटा? Upper limit positive लेंगे, which is 2. Okay, now the value of x is t square minus 2. From here the value of x is t square minus 2, and the value of x plus 2 is t square and dt. Now find the value 0 to 2, t square minus 2, and this will become t dt. So 0 to 2, now multiply with t, so we get t cube minus 2t dt. So integration 0 to 2 t cube dt minus 2 times integration 0 to 2 t dt. Okay, now this will become t power 4 upon 4 with limit 0 to 2. Okay, not 0 to 2 बेगा, लिमिट लोअर लिमिट कितनी थी? रूट 2, अपर लिमिट थी 2, सो रूट 2 इज लोअर लिमिट, रूट 2 and this is root 2 minus 2 time, and this will become t square by 2. Lower limit is root 2, upper limit is 2. Now apply the limit beta. So take 1 by 4 out of the bracket, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो लिमिट लगेगी नहीं. So upper limit that is 2 power 4 minus lower limit that is root 2 power 4. Okay, minus 2 into taking 1 by 2 common, upper limit since it is t square, so upper limit that is 2 square minus lower limit that is root 2 square. Okay, so this will be 1 upon 4 and this will become 2 power 4, that is 16 minus. How can we solve this? Since beta this is root 2 power 4 and we can take root 2 as 2 power 1 by 2 whole power 4, and after multiplying 2 and 4 cancel out 2 times, so this will become 2 square which is 4. So we can take the value 4 here, 2 is cancel out, so minus 2 2 is 4 minus root 2 square, that is 2. So 1 upon 4 times 16 minus 4, that is 12. Okay, minus 4 minus 2, that is 2. So 4 3s are 12, that is 3 minus 2, so the value will be 1. You can also check the answer. ठीक है, pause the video and take the screenshot. 7.10 question number 4. What is the answer? 7.10 question number 4. व्हाट, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, 16√2/15 विद इन ब्रैकेट √2 + 1, इसका कुछ और ही आ रहा है, हमारा 1 आ रहा है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, 7.10। बेटा यहाँ पे आंसर थोड़ा सा गलत आ रहा है, यू कैन चेक इट, ओके, तुम इसको देख लेना कहाँ पे आंसर गड़बड़ हो रहा है ये। ओके, लेट मी चेक इट। इंटीग्रेशन 0 to 2 x root x plus 2, x plus 2 is t square, so what we get, dx is equal to 2t dt। ओके बेटा, हमने शायद यहाँ पे 2t dt, तो हमने रखा है इसको dx is equal to 2t dt। बेटा हमने dx की जगह 2t dt नहीं रखा यहाँ पे, दैट्स वाई द मिस्टेक इज हैपनिंग हियर। पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ dx 2t dt, नॉट ओनली dt, that is 2t dt। so this 2 is taken out of the bracket, so we get t dt, और यहाँ से एक t, तो ये हो जाएगा t square dt। so this will become t power 4 into 2 time t square, t power 4 and 2 time t square, ठीक है, और लिमिट तो वही रहेगी बेटा, ठीक है। when x is 0 then t square is equal to 2, then t is equal to √2, ठीक है, t is equal to √2, and when x is equal to 2 then t square is equal to 4, that is t is equal to 2, है ना। तो ये क्वेश्चन यहाँ से गड़बड़ हो गया बेटा, सॉरी फॉर द इनकन्वीनियंस, दिस इज मैथमेटिक्स बेटा, इट कैन हैपन, नो वन इज परफेक्ट हियर। सो दिस इज टी स्क्वायर and this is minus 2t cube, now integrate it beta, so this will become √2 to 2 integration t power 4 dt, taking minus 2 common, this will become √2 to 2 integration t square dt, okay। so this will become t power 5/5 √2 to 2 minus 2 time this will become t cube upon 3, है ना, t cube by 3 हो जाएगा ये, ओके। और जो 2 है ये बाहर से ही रहेगा, ओके। टेक दिस 2 आउट द ब्रैकेट, आउटसाइड द ब्रैकेट, है ना, ठीक है भाई। इस 2 को हमने क्या किया बेटा, इस 2 को हमने बाहर ही रखा हुआ है, ठीक है। नाउ दिस इज लिमिट √2 to 2, नाउ अप्लाई द लिमिट बेटा, सो 2 टाइम 1/5 को बाहर ले लेंगे, सो फर्स्ट अप्लाई अपर लिमिट दैट इज 2 to the power 5 माइनस लोअर लिमिट √2 power 5 minus 2 time taking 1/3 out of the bracket, so this will become 2/3, okay, 2/3। so here applying the upper limit which is 2 power 3 minus lower limit which is √2 power 3, okay। so क्या हो जाएगा बेटा, 1/5 टाइम 2 to the power 5 that is 32 माइनस ये कितना बनेगा, ये बनेगा 2 power 5/2, बिकॉज √2 power 5 है ना बेटा, so √2 कैन बी एक्सप्रेस एज 2 power 1/2 with 5, so since base is equal so exponent will be multiplied, so this will become 2 power 5/2, okay। तो यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा हो जाएगा, -2/3 टाइम ये हो जाएगा 2 power 3 that is 8 माइनस √2 power 3 that is 2 power 3/2, ठीक है। नाउ मल्टीप्लाई विद दिस 2, व्हाट वी गेट, 2/5 2/5 विद इन ब्रैकेट 32 माइनस 2 power 5/2 and here -2/3 and 2 -4/3 हो जाएगा बेटा, कितना हो जाएगा, -4/3 एंड विद इन ब्रैकेट 8 माइनस 2 power 3/2, ठीक है। नाउ बेटा सॉल्व इट, सो 32 into 2 कितना हो जाएगा, 2 2 4 2 3 6 64/5 माइनस ये 2 और 5/2 2 + 5/2 2 2 4 + 5 9/2 2 power 9/2/5, है ना, ये हो जाएगा 8 4 32/3 एंड माइनस माइनस प्लस ये 4 मल्टीप्लाई होगा यहाँ पे 2 power 3/2 ऑलरेडी है हमारे पास, और ये 4 मल्टीप्लाई होगा तो ये हो जाएगा 2 स्क्वायर, सो 3/2 + 2 3/2 + 2 2 2 4 + 3 7 2 power 7/2/3, कुछ ऐसा बन रहा है ये। अब हमारा जो आंसर आ रहा है वो कितना है, 7.10। आपको लगना नहीं चाहिए ना कि सर ने गलत कर दिया, 7.10 16√2/15 आ रहा बेटा, ठीक है ना, 16√2/15। सो 16√2/15 अगर हम कॉमन लें सपोज, है ना, 16√2/15 को हम कॉमन लें तो देखो हमें मिलता क्या है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा, पहले चलिए हम पहले इनका एलसीएम ले लेते हैं बेटा, क्या ले लेते हैं, एलसीएम। तो एलसीएम तो बेटा 15 आएगा, ओके। सो 5 3 × 15 3 × 64 माइनस 5 3 × 16 3 × 2 power 9/2 माइनस 3 5 × 16 सो 5 × 32 एंड प्लस 3 5 जा 15, सो 5 इंटू 2 पावर 7/2। ओके, अब हमने क्या करना है, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे पावर्स को ठीक करना है। सो 3 इंटू 64 माइनस 3 2 पावर 9/2, दैट इज 2 पावर 4.5, मीन्स वी कैन राइट इट 2 पावर 4 इंटू √2। बात तो एक ही परी, 4 प्लस 1/2 9/2, एंड हियर माइनस 5 इंटू 32 प्लस 5 इंटू 2 पावर 7/2, 7/2 दैट इज 3.5, 3.5 मीन्स 3 पूरे 0.5 अलग, सो 2 पावर 3 इंटू 2 पावर 1/2, सो 2 पावर 3 इंटू √2, ऐसे लिख सकते हैं हम इसे, डिवाइड बाई 15। अब जो आपको चाहिए बेटा उसे कॉमन ले लेते हैं। आंसर में क्या आ रहा है हमारे पास, 16√2/15, सो टेक 16√2/15 कॉमन, है ना। पहले तो 16/15 ही कॉमन ले लेते हैं, देखते हैं क्या मिलता है। सो 16 कॉमन लेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा, 16 2 2 जा 4 4 2 जा 8, यहाँ से 8 मिल रहा है ना, तो 8 को लो बेटा, 8/15 ले लो कॉमन ना। सो 8 कॉमन लेने पे ये हो जाएगा 3 इंटू 8 8 जा 64, 8 8 जा 64, ये 8 हो जाएगा, माइनस यहाँ पे कितना मिलेगा, 2 2 जा 4 4 2 जा 8 8 2 जा 16, ये 16 हो रहा है, 8 ले लिया 2 बचेगा, 3 2 जा 6√2, और यहाँ पे 8 ले लेंगे तो माइनस 5 इंटू 8 चौको 32, 4 बचेगा बेटा, प्लस यहाँ पे 2 2 जा 4 2 जा 8, ये बाहर, तो प्लस का कितना बचा 5√2, है ना, कुछ ऐसा बचेगा यहाँ पे। सो 8/15, नाउ सी 8 3 जा 24, 5 4 जा 20, इसको एक साथ रख लेंगे बेटा, माइनस 6√2 प्लस 5√2, क्या मिलेगा मुझे, -√2, है ना। तो कितना हो जाएगा बेटा ये 8/15, एंड विद इन ब्रैकेट 24 माइनस 20 दैट इज़ 4 एंड -√2। सो टेकिंग 4 को कॉमन लूँ, क्या कॉमन लूँ, यहाँ से अगर 2 कॉमन लूँगा तो 16, हाँ 2 कॉमन ले लेंगे बाहर, सो 2 कॉमन लेंगे तो 8 2 जो हो जाएगा 16/15, और यहाँ बचेगा कितना बेटा, 2 कॉमन लेने पर 2, माइनस यहाँ पे बचेगा कितना, यहाँ तो 2 है नहीं, तो 2 का डिवाइड होगा, सो 2 का डिवाइड होगा तो 1/√2 हो जाएगा ये, है ना। तो हमारा आंसर क्या आ रहा है, हाँ इसका आ रहा है 16√2/15 टाइम √2 + 1, दैट इज़ 2 + √2, 16/15 2 + √2 आ रहा है बेटा इसका। कहीं कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक है बेटा, तुम इसको देख लेना, ठीक है, नहीं होगा तो फिर मैं बता दूंगा। So this is all about from today's video lecture. In my tomorrow Google Meet doubt class, I will explain the remaining question of this exercise, and then I will also explain the properties of definite integral and how do we use the properties of definite integral while solving the question, because in every year there is one question comes in board examination from this particular topic, ठीक है, तो बहुत important topic है। Till then, bye bye, take care, have a nice day.